Hi there, welcome to the Kenny Veach M-Cave case. Today I have a new idea to present to you and it will be of your interest, so I would like to know your thoughts and opinions on the matter. Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. This is all in regards to the theme of preserving and archiving important material and footage within the investigation. Whilst individual hikers have captured their own hikes on camera and uploaded it to their channel, what about the original hiker and footage? And that is the missing person, Kenny Veach, also known as on YouTube Snakebit McGee. My idea is to repost his video onto my channel, including the additional unreleased hike footage with it, because it's all of the same hike. It will help clear any confusion as well, because some people here and there think that the unreleased footage was of a different hike or his hike where he went missing, but it's not, right? I was thinking of uploading his original hike onto my channel with some additional captions for certain areas of interest, so it gives a bit of a story, a backstory to the area, and such as what was found there at a later point when he was reported as missing, such as search and rescue, like with the mine shaft, right? Areas like that, even that supposed covered up cave. Not too much detail, but just captions here and there, so it describes the area a little bit better to people. And especially, if I can, maybe caption the areas which Kenny Veach is pointing to in which he made a mistake. So, to try and correct the mistakes made by him. So it makes it a bit clearer for people listening in, right? And it makes it a bit more unique and interactive. I want to know your thoughts on that. Do you think that's a good idea? Because I think by combining his original hike footage and his original unreleased hike footage within the same video, it kind of fills it more, doesn't it? Because you see before and after of him, how he started off, how he ended up once he made it back. Because there is that confusion as well with Kenny Veach's hike video on his channel. There are so many comments by people thinking that that was his final hike, that he never made it back. And I saw other comments where people were saying how did Kenny manage to upload the video if he went missing? Obviously, with common sense, you looked at the facts, the events, you would know that October was his recorded hike and he made it back safely. November was the final hike. But not everybody does the research, not everybody is that patient. So there is confusion and that spreads and it doesn't help the case, does it? So what better way would there be to be able to bring it all together, caption it, and try and explain it as you go through? The total length of Kenny's video is about 21 minutes, so it wouldn't take too long to edit, right? I just want to know your thoughts. Now, there can be some risk and caution that comes along with it, and I'll explain that in a second. Just let me know your thoughts and opinions down below under this video. Do you think it's a good idea, a bad idea? Do you think it's pointless? Now, I'm going to give to you an explanation, the importance behind my reasoning and why it's important to archive material. When it comes to the Kenny Veach case, at any point or any moment, any time, a person on YouTube who has a channel can just disappear like that by choice or by YouTube, maybe if you're inactive. Who knows how YouTube deals with inactive channels at times. That if there was a person, whether it be Kenny himself or someone else, a friend or a family member or a hacker, got access to Kenny Veach's channel and then deleted his video or all of his videos or deleted his whole channel, wouldn't that create a massive mystery itself? Absolutely. It's not happened yet, but it could happen in the future. And to be honest, when looking back at Kenny Veach's original videos on his channel, they don't seem to be there, because from what I've seen and what other people with time have noticed, Kenny had more than one hike video on his channel. Whether it's to do with the M Cave or unrelated, he had other videos on his channel and they're no longer there. Someone or something has deleted them, taken them down, or privatized them. That's why they're no longer visibly to the public. And that's a problem, because if any more videos disappear, that means less material to work with. It's kind of like undoing all the work within the Kenny Veach case. Now, I know there's some creators out there that do hide or restrict or limit videos, coverage, research that they've done on the case, but that's to protect themselves because they're under attack from resistance, darker forces out there. But whilst some things are being censored or restricted for all kinds of reasons, isn't it good to have a place where it can all be collected and where people can gather and watch and learn about it? Because at any moment, Kenny Veach's channel could disappear like that. Kenny Veach's M-Cave hike video could disappear just like that without any explanation. And that would be a problem, wouldn't it? Who's behind it? It creates more of a mystery. And it means you can't use that footage anymore as reference points, any comparisons. It will get forgotten about. And that's a problem. But if you've got another channel that has the video available, it will always be available, right? For as long as I'm able to have it up for. Sometimes you do need a duplicate. You need a copy of something in case the original disappears. And if the edited version, which is better explained, it should clear up confusion as well within people, right? We saw it with Kenny Veach's comment disappeared. His comment thread on the Area 51 technician worker no longer available anymore. So in terms of Kenny Veach's final words before going missing online and in real life, you can't find it. You can't see it anymore. There's extracts. There's a few screenshots online, but not the full conversation. And that's really disappointing. And nothing can be done about that. It can't be reversed. It can't be undone. It is what it is. So can't really allow any more things to disappear, right? So it was really Robin. When his channel disappeared, his content disappeared for whatever reason that was. That needed to be archived somehow, and it was, right? So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm gonna consider doing, right? Maybe I get it done tomorrow. I just got to do a poll. I need to see people's thoughts, right? Now, what's the problems? What's the risk? The problems could be strangers and those that aren't aware of me, my channel or coverage on the case could think that I am responsible behind Kenny Veach's death and disappearance because it looks like I'm copying him or I'm taunting him by releasing that footage onto my channel. There can be misunderstandings there. Not much I can do about it. You know how impetuous humans are. So people would probably take it the wrong way when they see the footage uploaded on this channel. There'll be other people that would complain saying it's lazy or you're exploiting the case. People will try and twist it and point the dagger at me, trying to stab it into me by claiming that I'm corrupt or dark. Or it's done in a corrupt way just because, you know, re-uploading some footage which is quite popular, but there's no guarantee that this footage, this archived one, would be as popular. Now, I said the purpose and aim of this video idea is to archive and preserve important material just in case in the future the original material gets deleted. You always need a copy, a duplicate, just in case to fall back on. So that's the reason why I'm doing it, or why I'm thinking of doing it. But I do feel that the general public, people who don't know me, will misunderstand it and attack me for it. Is it worth it? I'm just giving you the pros and cons behind it. The second issue could be copyright. Not the end of the world. It shouldn't be. I mean, not that I was aware at the time, but it seems like uploading a 10 to 30 second clip of a documentary gets you a copyright claim or worse compared to some footage from a news report or a full video from a default channel out there which has original hike footage, such as the Sharon Pilgrim one. There was no copyright issues there, likely because those channels are inactive. You've got the copyright ID claim, kind of automated BS, but that tends to be more with music, I believe. I don't know about actual video footage. It might detect material has been used, but the channel owner, the original, would be notified, possibly would have to take action themselves and either issue a takedown notice or a strike or a copyright claim. You get what I'm saying? I believe you would have to be, as the channel owner, to take action yourself against a person that has used your material without your consent. Now, to be asking Kenny Veach if you could use his material, asking consent, is not possible because he's not around. The same with Sharon Pilgrim, that unreleased footage of Kenny Veach. It was uploaded to the general public so everyone could see it. That's the intention behind the girlfriend. But reaching out to say, can I use your footage on behalf of Kenny? There was no response, and there wouldn't be because there's no activity. So the point what I'm getting at is, whilst other times this could be risky because of copyright, using footage without somebody's consent, in a situation like this where one person is presumed dead and their YouTube channel is inactive, what could go wrong? Now, if for whatever reason a person behind Kenny Veach's channel issued a copyright claim or a takedown notice or a strike on my channel, well, that would go to prove that either Kenny Veach is alive secretly in the background and he's controlling his channel, or there is somebody else monitoring his channel, and that would open up another mystery. You get what I'm saying? It's like throwing food out and seeing what it attracts. It's like doing fishing to see if anything tugs on the end of the line. If it doesn't, well, it makes sense. It's expected. But if something does pull, there is something dark and still active in the background lurking. So it's a 2-in-1 video, or a 3-in-1 video where number one, it's archiving original footage, preserving it for the future, with the unreleased footage for the full story and the full hike, so there's clarity, along with some captions for further clarity. And then the third reason would be, if anything goes wrong by uploading it, it would go to show that there is true resistance out there, that Kenny Veach could well be alive with further evidence, or somebody's protecting and defending him on his own channel, which would be very, very suspicious, right? So that's my thoughts behind it. And yeah, I think I'll just leave it there for now. We'll see what happens next. Check people's thoughts and ideas, and the poll, the voting option. One side note, one thing that I do find kind of ironic and funny in a way is that when you do get the other people that come out of the woodwork where they complain and criticise or critique and demand this or suggest that, but in a pushy way, these type of people never bother voting on the community post where they ask people, is this okay? Is that okay? Does that need changing? Does this need improving? Those people that complain later don't vote with their voices beforehand. So I'm not going to know if something needs adjusting or not. That's why I do polls, to see the current direction of things and with people's interest. So always make sure to engage in polls and options, voting choices, such as in my live premieres, in the live chat, or even just on my channel page in the community tab section. There'll be another poll based off this video to see what other further extended people think of the idea. Be sure to let me know your thoughts as soon as possible, and then I'll be able to get on with the video and begin editing. So I'll see you there. Goodbye for now.